There is a reason why, as a chosen one, you feel different, even in how your body reacts to food. You are not built like the rest. Your spirit is elevated, your body is sacred, and your vessel is a temple of divine light. The world around you has been programmed to consume everything, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, but you, chosen one, have been set apart. What you consume can either elevate your power or diminish your light. This message is not just about food, it's about energy. It's about what you allow into your system through your mouth, through your eyes, through your ears, and even through your emotions. Chosen ones cannot eat everything because not everything is aligned with their divine mission. This is spiritual warfare disguised as fast food, processed sugar, addictive chemicals, and entertainment designed to sedate your soul. If you've been feeling off after certain meals, more tired, more confused, more disconnected, you're not crazy. Your body is speaking, your spirit is warning you. It's time to become highly selective about what you put into your sacred vessel. Because chosen one, not every food was made with your elevation in mind. Some things are planted to keep you asleep. And so today, we're going deep. We're uncovering the spiritual consequences of eating blindly. We're exploring the ways your diet is connected to your discernment, your energy field, your frequency, and your divine calling. This isn't just about health, it's about warfare. Chosen one, you cannot eat everything. Beware. If this message already resonates, let us know in the comments and hit that subscribe button to Awakened Era, where truth, clarity, and spiritual awakening are always served raw and real. Your body is more than just a physical form. It is a sacred temple designed to carry out the divine work of your soul on this earth. As a chosen one, you are not like others. You were carefully created for a higher purpose, and your body has been entrusted with the responsibility of fulfilling that mission. What you consume, both physically and energetically, plays a vital role in how well your body can perform its sacred task. Just like an ancient temple that houses the divine presence, your body needs to be treated with reverence. You must be careful of what you bring into your temple. It's not just about avoiding harmful substances, it's about elevating your energy to align with your higher self and the universe. When you eat foods that are not aligned with your spiritual path, you disrupt your energy, your vibration, and ultimately your divine purpose. Look at how the body reacts to low vibrational foods. After a heavy, greasy meal, do you feel lighter, more vibrant and connected? Or do you feel sluggish, tired and disconnected? The body is a mirror of your energy. When you consume foods that are low in frequency, foods that are processed, filled with chemicals, or spiritually void, they drag your vibration down. But when you choose whole, nourishing, high-vibration foods, you're aligning your body with divine wisdom. Remember, the chosen ones are meant to walk with grace and light. To do so, your body must be well-maintained, clear of distractions, and nourished with foods that fuel your divine mission. Think of your body as a vessel for the universe's energy. What are you fueling it with? What types of foods make you feel spiritually connected, and which ones drain you? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Awakened Era for more insights into your spiritual awakening. What if I told you that everything you eat is energy? The food you consume isn't just physical sustenance, it carries with it a specific vibrational frequency that impacts your spiritual journey. Chosen ones are sensitive to this energy. We can feel the difference between a meal prepared with love and intention and one that is mass-produced with no regard for its impact on the soul. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that food is merely fuel, but in the spiritual world, food is a conduit of energy. It carries the vibration of its origin. Organic, homegrown vegetables vibrate at a higher frequency than processed foods loaded with preservatives and artificial additives. Foods that come from the earth, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, carry the earth's natural healing energy, which is designed to align with your own soul's journey. When you consume food that has been genetically modified or altered in a lab, you're not just ingesting physical matter, you're ingesting negative energy that disrupts your spiritual frequency. The vibrations of mass production, greed, and manipulation are absorbed into your system, weakening your connection to the divine. This is why some foods make you feel drained, anxious, or disconnected from your higher self. But when you eat with intention, when you choose foods that are organically grown, spiritually attuned, and mindful of their impact on the environment, you raise your energy. You align yourself with divine order, and your soul can function at its highest potential. As a chosen one, your spiritual awareness is heightened, and so your energy sensitivity is increased. Your body, mind, and soul are all connected. What you eat affects your entire being. The law of attraction states that like attracts like. Your energy, thoughts, and emotions create the reality you live in. This law governs your entire life, including your physical health and spiritual growth. When you consume low vibrational foods, you attract more of the same: negativity, low energy, and disconnection from your true purpose. But when you choose high vibrational foods, you attract higher frequencies, greater abundance, and spiritual alignment. The foods you eat affect your mental and emotional state. Eating junk food might give you temporary pleasure, but it creates long-term instability in your energy field. It is no coincidence that many of the world's most successful spiritual leaders have a mindful, conscious approach to what they consume. They understand that eating high vibrational foods is not just about physical health, it is about aligning their energy with the universe. As a chosen one, you are gifted with the ability to discern. This means you can feel the energy of things around you, including food. You can tell if a meal has been prepared with intention, love, and care, or if it's been made hastily and filled with toxic chemicals. This discernment is your spiritual gift, guiding you toward what is healthy, balanced, and in harmony with your body's needs. Discernment is not just a mental ability, it is a spiritual practice. When you stand in your truth, spiritually aligned and vibrating at a higher frequency, you can sense the energy in all things. This is especially true for food. If a particular food makes you feel sluggish, uneasy, or disconnected, it's your body's way of saying, "This is not for you." Likewise, when you eat something that lifts your energy, makes you feel alive, and clears your mind, you know you're nourishing yourself in the right way. When you eat without awareness, when you allow yourself to consume whatever is convenient, your soul is at risk. The energy of unconscious eating is like wandering in the dark. It weakens your connection to your higher self and your divine purpose. As chosen ones, we cannot afford to operate unconsciously, especially in such a crucial area as food. Unconscious eating happens when you eat mindlessly, grabbing whatever is around without considering how it will affect your body or energy field. It's eating to fill a void, eating for emotional comfort, or eating because it's what everyone else is doing. This kind of eating is not aligned with the divine. It's a form of self-sabotage. When you choose food without mindfulness, you're also choosing to disconnect from your sacred connection to the universe. The universe has a purpose for you, chosen one. You are not here by accident. Every decision you make is a step toward fulfilling that purpose. When you eat unconsciously, you disrupt your alignment with that purpose. The effects may not be immediate, but over time, unconscious eating can create a buildup of negative energy in your body, mind, and spirit. The more disconnected you become from your inner self, the harder it is to hear the divine messages meant for you. As chosen ones, you are naturally attuned to higher frequencies and vibrations. Your soul is aligned with the divine, and to maintain this sacred connection, you must nourish your body with food that also vibrates at a higher level. Whole, natural foods, fruits, vegetables, grains, and clean proteins carry a vibration that resonates with your spiritual energy, allowing you to stay grounded and connected to your divine mission. These foods are the gifts of the earth, provided to elevate your spirit, not drain it. When you consume organic produce or natural whole foods, you're eating life force energy. The soil, the sun, and the air all contribute to the vibrational frequency of these foods. This connection between nature and your soul is what sustains your inner peace and spiritual growth. On the other hand, processed foods, artificial additives, and refined sugars do not carry the same vibration. They are man-made, altered from their natural state, and often designed to be addictive. While they may temporarily satisfy a craving or provide quick energy, the long-term effects are detrimental to your spiritual alignment. They disconnect you from your higher self, leading to imbalances in your energy field and creating an environment where lower vibrations can thrive. Food is not just physical, it's emotional and energetic too. As a chosen one, you may be highly sensitive to energy, especially when it comes to food. Certain foods can trigger emotional imbalances, causing you to feel anxious, unsettled, or overwhelmed. This is because food has an emotional vibration attached to it, and when you consume it, that vibration interacts with your own emotional state. The energy of food is not neutral. Think about how you feel after a meal at a family gathering or a social event. If the food is made with love, care, and intention, you may feel connected, joyful, and at peace. But if the food is filled with negativity, prepared hastily, or in an environment filled with tension, you may feel drained, anxious, or emotionally off balance. Have you ever noticed how certain foods make you feel emotionally? Does eating a certain type of food make you feel more grounded or more anxious? Share your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to Awakened Era for more guidance on creating emotional balance through your diet. There are dangers to consuming low vibrational foods, especially when you're walking the path of a chosen one. These foods are not just harmful to your physical health, they also impact your spiritual strength. Low vibration foods, such as fast food, junk food, and heavily processed meals, are often filled with chemicals, preservatives, and artificial ingredients that are harmful to your body's natural functions. They weaken your immune system and disrupt your energy flow. When you consume low vibration foods, you are inviting spiritual weakness into your life. These foods dull your senses, cloud your judgment, and reduce your ability to access higher spiritual truths. It's difficult to stay connected to your higher self when your energy is filled with toxins. Your clarity of thought diminishes, your intuition weakens, and your connection to the divine becomes foggy. The choice is yours, chosen one. Will you continue to feed your body and spirit with low vibrational foods, or will you rise above and choose foods that elevate your energy and keep you aligned with your divine calling? Your spiritual strength depends on it. The law of assumption states that we become what we assume to be true about ourselves. If we assume that food is simply a source of pleasure, we may unconsciously choose foods that are not in alignment with our higher selves. But if we assume that the food we consume has a profound impact on our energy, emotions, and spiritual growth, we will begin to make more conscious and intentional choices about what we eat. As a chosen one, you are not just consuming food, you are engaging in a spiritual act. The assumption that the food you eat is a direct reflection of your divine path can empower you to make more spiritually aligned choices. When you assume that the foods you eat are nurturing, healing, and supportive of your higher purpose, you attract those energies into your life. As chosen ones, we are called to live with discipline and intention. Spiritual discipline is not just about prayer, meditation, or following divine guidance. It's also about what you put into your body. Food is a form of discipline. By making mindful choices about what you consume, you're practicing self-control and honoring the divine spirit within you. Spiritual discipline involves listening to your body, your spirit, and your intuition. It means saying no to foods that deplete your energy and yes to foods that nourish and uplift you. Just as you would discipline your mind and soul to focus on your higher purpose, you must also discipline your body by choosing foods that align with your spiritual goals. The path of a chosen one requires dedication, and part of that dedication involves honoring your body and the energy it carries. When you consume food with intention and purpose, you elevate not only your physical health, but your spiritual well-being as well. This is a form of sacred self-care that strengthens your connection to the divine. There is a hidden war taking place on a spiritual level, and one of its most subtle but dangerous weapons is food. As a chosen one, you must understand that not every attack comes in the form of direct confrontation. Some battles are silent, disguised behind things that seem harmless, like what's on your plate. Spiritual warfare doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers through cravings, addictions, and compulsive habits. Highly processed foods, genetically modified organisms, GMOs, and chemical-laced snacks are often promoted as harmless pleasures, yet they dull your senses, cloud your mind, and block your intuition. These foods aren't just unhealthy, they're engineered to distract you from your divine clarity. They weaken your energy field and make it harder for your spiritual gifts to flow. The enemy of your purpose doesn't always come with a weapon, it often comes with convenience. Fast food, sugary drinks, energy boosters, these are all forms of spiritual sabotage when used without consciousness. And while others may indulge with little consequence, you, chosen one, are different. Your destiny is sacred, and what enters your body must reflect that holiness. To protect your energy, you must stay spiritually alert. Start paying attention to how you feel after certain meals. Are you energized or are you sluggish? Are your thoughts clear or chaotic? This awareness is part of your divine armor. What you consume either builds your shield or weakens it. Choose wisely. In a world where indulgence is normalized and excess is glamorized, chosen ones are called to stand apart. The spirit of gluttony isn't just about eating too much, it's about consuming mindlessly, without intention, without gratitude, and without spiritual awareness. And this habit can quietly separate you from divine alignment. Overindulgence weakens your spiritual stamina. It makes you more reactive and less reflective. You begin to numb emotions with food instead of facing them with courage. You start to rely on meals for comfort rather than turning to your creator or your inner strength. This isn't just a physical imbalance, it's a spiritual detour. Chosen ones are built for purpose, not pleasure-seeking. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy good food, but it must be consumed with mindfulness and gratitude. When you honor your body as a temple, you refuse to treat it like a garbage bin for emotional baggage or cultural excess. Not every food is for every spirit. As a chosen one, your body speaks, your soul whispers, and your intuition screams when something isn't in alignment. But have you learned to listen? Divine discernment is more than just reading a nutrition label. It's sensing spiritual harmony. Every individual's spiritual and energetic makeup is unique. What energizes one person may deplete another. That's why your discernment is more powerful than any trending diet or popular health tip. Your body is tuned to receive divine instruction through dreams, gut feelings, even physical reactions. That bloating, that fatigue, that mental fog after a meal, that could be spiritual feedback. Fasting is more than skipping meals. It's a sacred act of spiritual alignment. When chosen ones fast, they reclaim control over the flesh and reconnect with the spirit. Fasting silences the noise of physical cravings so you can hear the whispers of divine guidance more clearly. Historically, fasting has been a tool for breakthrough. Biblical figures fasted to hear God's voice, to prepare for divine missions, and to cleanse themselves spiritually. Jesus fasted for 40 days before beginning his ministry. Moses fasted before receiving the 10 Commandments. These weren't just symbolic acts, they were divine appointments. Fasting resets your spiritual compass. It disciplines the body and sharpens the mind. It humbles you before the divine and strengthens your spiritual resolve. It's in the quiet emptiness of the stomach that many chosen ones find their greatest clarity. But fasting must be done with purpose, not performance. It's not about starving your body, it's about feeding your soul. Even short fasts from food, technology, or negative conversations can open up spiritual portals and invite divine downloads. The key is intention. Have you ever fasted and experienced a spiritual awakening or moment of clarity? What breakthroughs did you have? Share with us below, and don't forget to subscribe to Awakened Era, where we understand fasting isn't just about food, it's about freedom. One of the most overlooked traps for chosen ones is food offered by others. Whether it's during holidays, gatherings, or even casual meals, beware. Not all food is given with pure intentions, and some can carry spiritual residue. The enemy can use food as a portal to sow confusion, sickness, or energy blockage into your life. In many cultures and spiritual practices, food is used in rituals and spiritual transactions. What you consume can carry the energy or intent of the preparer. If the hands that made the food were bitter, jealous, or deceitful, that energy may cling to the meal. If the environment was chaotic or filled with negative frequency, that too affects the energy you ingest. Chosen ones must be cautious. Before eating food from others, pause and pray. Speak a blessing over the food. Ask for divine cleansing and protection. Trust your discernment. If something feels off, it probably is. Never ignore the inner nudge that says, "Do not eat this." This doesn't mean living in fear, but walking in awareness. When you honor your temple, you're not being picky. You're being spiritually protective. Your energy is sacred, and so is what you allow into your body. Chosen ones often experience food sensitivity not just physically, but energetically. You may have noticed that while others can eat anything without issue, your body reacts strongly to certain ingredients, environments, or even the energy surrounding the food. This isn't a weakness, it's a divine design. Your spiritual radar is sharper because your vessel must stay aligned for your mission. As your spiritual sensitivity increases, so does your awareness of what nurtures or drains you. Foods filled with artificial chemicals, preservatives, or low vibrations might cause bloating, fatigue, or anxiety. This is your soul's signal, not a flaw, but a filter. Your body is becoming a sacred instrument that can only be tuned with purity. There's a reason your reactions are heightened. You were never meant to fit in with the crowd. You're called to be clear, present, and aware, which requires a diet that uplifts your frequency. When you ignore the signs, you experience more than discomfort. You may unknowingly block your spiritual flow. Many chosen ones were born into cultural and family traditions around food, but not all those patterns are aligned with your divine calling. What your ancestors ate may have served them in their time, but as consciousness evolves, so must the way we nourish our bodies. You were not called to follow blindly, you were called to break cycles. You may feel resistance from family or community when you start saying no to certain dishes. You might be labeled as difficult or ungrateful. But remember, you're not rejecting people, you're rejecting patterns that don't serve your higher path. Breaking free from ancestral food habits is a form of spiritual liberation. Some of these traditional meals were built in survival mode, heavy, dense, and made to last during hard times. But chosen ones are not living in survival. You're stepping into spiritual sovereignty. You need foods that nourish the light within you, not weigh you down with generational pain. Yes, food is a love language in many cultures, but true love respects spiritual alignment. You can honor your roots without being chained by them. You are the turning point in your lineage, the one who awakens, the one who listens, the one who changes everything. There comes a point in every chosen one's journey where a spiritual detox is non-negotiable. This isn't just about green juice and fasting. It's about purging what no longer serves your spirit, mind, and body. It's about realigning your physical vessel with your divine assignment. Toxins build up not only through poor diet, but through stress, low vibration emotions, and toxic environments. You can't walk in full purpose if your temple is cluttered. Just like a clogged channel can't receive a clear signal, a congested body can't receive divine downloads. Start simple. Eliminate what you know is harming you. Listen to what your body has been quietly whispering about for months. Drink water like it's sacred, because it is. Add herbs, roots, and healing foods that bring your body into harmony. This isn't about aesthetics, it's about access. You're making yourself available to the divine. As a chosen one, you are being called to eat with reverence. Your food routine is not just about what you eat, but how, when, and why. Eating with intention transforms a simple meal into a sacred ritual. Every bite becomes an offering. Every meal becomes a moment of alignment. Create a space to eat that feels peaceful. No rushing, no distractions. Play music that lifts your spirit. Say a prayer over your food, not out of obligation, but from a place of gratitude and power. Ask the universe to bless it, to elevate its energy, to use it as fuel for your divine path. Be mindful of the time of day. Some foods may serve you best in the morning, while others weigh you down in the evening. Listen to your rhythm. Follow the natural cues of your body and the seasons. Your food routine is your spiritual maintenance. It is the sacred rhythm that keeps your temple in tune. Dear Chosen One, this is your final reminder. You cannot eat like everyone else. Your path is different. Your purpose is higher. Your spirit is sensitive, and your energy is sacred. Every choice you make either honors that sacredness or distracts from it. Food is not just physical, it's spiritual, emotional, and energetic. What enters your body influences your dreams, your mood, your discernment, and your alignment. You are not being punished with restrictions, you are being protected through awareness. The world may mock your caution, but heaven applauds your obedience. You are the light in the darkness. You are the one others will look to for healing, clarity, and leadership. You must stay clear. You must stay grounded. And that starts with what's on your plate. You cannot afford to dull your frequency. Not now, not ever. This isn't fear, it's freedom. The more aligned your food choices become, the more powerful your energy field becomes. You begin to walk with clarity, speak with wisdom, and move with divine power. You don't need every dish, just the ones that feed your destiny. As we come to the end of this transformative journey, remember this. The path of the Chosen One is never easy, but it is always worth it. Every challenge, every moment of discomfort, and every lesson learned leads you closer to your divine purpose. You were born with a unique mission, a purpose that the world needs, and it begins with the choices you make, including the food you consume. By being mindful of what you eat and how you nourish your body, you are honoring the sacred connection between your physical self and the spiritual realm. You are aligning yourself with the universe and the divine purpose that is unfolding before you. Your strength lies not just in your actions, but in your ability to stay grounded and intentional in every aspect of your life. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. The universe, the divine, and the wisdom of your higher self are always guiding you. Trust in your intuition, trust in your journey, and trust that every decision you make from this point forward is leading you toward your highest destiny. So what will you choose today? Will you honor your body and your spiritual path by making conscious, sacred food choices? The time is now. It's your time to rise, to lead, and to become the fully awakened being you were always meant to be. We invite you to take action, leave a comment below, and share how you plan to honor your spiritual path through mindful eating. Let's continue the conversation and support each other on this divine journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an uplifting message from Awakened Era. We're in this together, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Like this video if you found the message empowering and insightful. Subscribe to Awakened Era for more transformational insights that align with your higher purpose.